Hi, I'm Tim. Welcome to our channel and thanks for logging on. Today we're discussing the Ulysse Nardin Quadrato Big Date Dual Time. You can see and you can purchase this stainless steel dual time large date automatic Ulysse Nardin Quadrato on our website. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you enjoy these videos, and please click on the card in the upper right hand corner of the screen at any time during this video to see our full commercial listing for this watch with additional accessories included in the sale, high resolution images for your desktop, and naturally complete pricing details for this Ulysse Nardin Quadrato Dual Time. Now, released in the mid-2000s, the Quadrato in some ways built upon the earlier Michelangelo references in the Ulysse Nardin catalog, giving the company a robust and complicated non-round watch option. Varying degrees of complexity were available, but perhaps the best balance was this Grande Date Dual Time. Now, it takes what is essentially a long-standing complication signature of Ulysse Nardin, the Grande Date with the dual time function as well as the plus-minus pushers of Ludwig Oxlin, and it combined it with a larger case than the previous Michelangelos. Again, big, bold, the watch measures 42 millimeters across the broad of the case. That's from 9 o'clock to 3, not including the crown. In terms of thickness, it's actually slimmer than it looks. 12 millimeters with a cambered case. It's not necessarily the most logical dress watch considering its bold style, but it can be worn underneath a tight formal sleeve, so it does work on that level. Now, from lug to lug, the watch has its largest dimension, an impressive 55.5 millimeters. So if you're looking for a big watch with a big wrist presence that isn't necessarily thick and overbearing in a vertical sense, this is a great option, one of the few truly broad but thin watches in the oversized class. Now, it's not precisely a sports watch with 50-meter water resistance. It's sufficient for surface exposure, wouldn't take it diving. However, it has a sporty demeanor and character. And part of that is provided by the sharp step of the bezel down to the case. You'll notice that there's a step to the bezel onto the polished portion of the case, giving way to a satin finished flank that in a lot of ways bifurcates the side view and breaks up the mass of the watch. Now, it also provides strength to the lugs, as those stepped lugs give way to a broad and conforming leather strap. You'll note because of the conforming end pieces, the strap does close the gap to the flank of the case, again creating a very integrated look. There's no daylight showing, so it's handsome, but it's not a bully. A lot of watches with those conforming end pieces to the strap design wind up wanting to flare out beyond your wrist. This one pulls down fairly tight, and I had no trouble fitting it on my 16 centimeter wrist. You should be able to wear the watch securely on a wrist even a little bit smaller than mine. Now, you'll note the camber of the watch. That's true of the case, that's true of the bezel, and it's true of the sapphire, which is a notable refinement. And again, given the non-round sapphire of such proportions, it's actually quite impressive that Ulysse Nardin achieved as much as 50 meters of water resistance for this timepiece. The strap, after it moves away from its conforming end, actually tapers significantly, so it's quite supple where it meets the soft underside of the wrist, and it has a central bolster with monotone stitch that nicely defines the strap without creating stiffness. The watch features a robust twin-trigger double deployant, so again, this is the optimal solution for smaller wrists. Having a one big fold, a traditional single fold deployant, can sometimes pinch a wrist when you have a watch buckled down to the smallest rungs of the strap. Not so with a double deployant, and with a swing arm acting as a spring, it has to be positively released, so it's quite secure when closed. It's not friction fit, it can't pop open, and that's exactly what you want to know when you have a very large and heavy watch of this character on your wrist. Now, in terms of the character of the dial, it's nicely broken up. It doesn't look excessively large or plain, and those are both problems that are endemic to the oversized sports watch class. You'll note that the outer track, featuring indices and numerals, is a matte black, gives way to a brushed metallic minute track, and then inboard of that, a metallic and highly reactive blue base that has a wonderful tendency to glow in soft light and explode in direct sunlight. Now, in terms of the functions of the watch, Ulysse Nardin has been making this double-digit date GMT plus-minus system since the mid-90s, and they do it wonderfully. It's their own module built in-house, and you can see how I can adjust my local hour, the time where I am, independently in single-hour increments. It does not stop the balance or affect the isochronism of the watch. Now, if I want to adjust all of the indications in sync, no, I do stop the balance, I hack the movement, and I can advance the time as well as the reference time zone, which is a 24-hour format, both of those in sync. Moreover, there is a quick set function for the date, and not just any quick set function, but when that quick set is engaged, Let me find the detent and I'll demonstrate. You can move the date in either direction for absolute ease of correction should the watch run down or sit for a while, or should you encounter an irregular length month. Now the timepiece features a display case back, and you're taking a look at the Ulysse Nardin caliber UN24. Now this one is a combination of in-house content and a customer caliber. The customer caliber is a Sellita SW300, effectively a ETA 2892A2, the patents and licensing rights to that movement having long since expired. You're allowed to build it. You simply have to match ETA's level of fit, finish, and function. And here in this application, the base caliber certainly does. It features automatic winding, a 42-hour power reserve, as you saw, hacking seconds, and thanks to Ulysse Nardin's own module, the quickset system for the double-digit date, and the GMT plus-minus dual time system. So a combination of customer caliber and in-house refinements. It's packaged in a dial and case combination that is completely singular. You can see and you can purchase this Ulysse Nardin Quadrato dual time on our website.